God, why am I nervous? How stupid. Hello and welcome to my very first video for my channel, Falling for Hugh. My name is Romany and let me give you a brief introduction to how we got here. Cutest cup ever. Ugh. Coldest tea ever. Gross. If you think you've seen my face before, then maybe you have. I do have another channel and it's not going well. It wasn't going well. It's never been going well. And although I tried briefly for a couple of weeks to maybe toy with the idea of expanding this sort of genre into my original channel, I quickly thought to myself, do you know what, let's just wipe the slate clean and let's start a new channel. So my channel doesn't seem so higgledy-piggledy. Yes, I am 90. I look good for 90, don't I? Say things like higgledy-piggledy. Yes, I do. So, what to expect from my channel? I have decided that I would like to enter more bulldoze, I think would be more of the word, into my cozy adult crafty journey era thing. All of those words just gave me the biggest ick. I hate it when people go, join my journey. Join my journey. That's not my thing. Okay, just follow along. Come enjoy the process with me. Watch me fail. Watch me make a lot of mess. A lot of questionable decisions when it comes to colouring and crafting, making a complete mess of things, okay? But I am hoping that in the end, or at some point, we will eventually have some beautiful pieces of art and something we can be proud of, okay? I'm hoping. I might discover that I'm just not very good at that sort of thing, but who knows? Now, it's not just going to be adult colouring that I want to do. I do want to learn how to draw. I have not drawn a picture since I was probably at school, okay? And I don't even know if I can. I'm sure I can. Anyone can do anything really, can't they? If they put their mind to it. But I would also like to be able to learn to paint. I just want to do something, okay? With me, I have an awful habit of collecting for hobbies, okay? So I love to collect for hobbies. I love to spend money on supplies for hobbies, collect everything that I think I'm gonna need. And then when it comes to the actual hobby, I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I like to collect for the hobby. I don't actually like to do the hobby. And this is why I've decided that I need to do the hobby. And we're going into, you know, we're in autumn now. We've entered the autumn. Today is the 2nd of October. So we're in autumn here in England. And you know, winter is always pretty rubbish. So I want to be able to fill my time with fun things to do. Okay, that is what we are doing. And I would like you to join along in the process. Join along. You can help me out. I'll help you out as best I can. I'm probably not going to be much help to you. But we'll help each other out. Okay? Cheer each other on. Be each other's cheerleaders. Yeah. Love that. Love that. So it will not only be adult colouring, it will be drawing, crafting, making things, maybe building things. I've got little things to build, which I thought was quite fun, maybe. And I do love a chat along. So when I say cozy, I mean chatty. There will be some cozy ones. There will be some cozy ones. I'll pop a little bit of music over the top and you can just watch along or colour along with me. But the majority of the time there will be some chatting. Quite a lot of chatting. Yes. So if you like that sort of thing, then please subscribe. Because as of today, the 2nd of October, I have the grand total of 0 subscribers. 0. Not a soul. Obviously, because I hadn't put a video out yet. I haven't put a video out yet. So this, yeah. I'm hoping to get a couple of videos. I'm hoping to get a couple of videos out a week. I'll upload some shorts as well. Most of those will probably be at first like flick throughs, stuff like that. I have got a couple of flick throughs, flip throughs, flip or flick? A look through some of my colouring books. So another thing that I do really enjoy doing, and I haven't done it for absolute years, and I need to get back into it. I need to finish it. Well, let me show you. I love a bit of cross stitch. Shh, don't tell anyone. So this is a cross stitch that I started absolutely ages ago. Okay, it's massive as well. This is the actual picture. I need to finish that. And here's one I started last Christmas. And I never finished it. I need to do that. How cute is that? Little gonks. Now I would like to say that that was the only cross stitch stuff that I have. No, I have boxes and boxes full. So yeah, this is the sort of person you're dealing with. Okay? Collect, collect, collect. When I've got it in my head that, oh, I'd really love to do that, i.e. colouring, okay? Let me show you. Okay, so a little while ago I decided I would like to do some adult colouring, okay? This is the books that I have for said adult colouring. That's not all of them, but I have, you're sat on some, okay? You are sat on some. And that's because there's a little pile of books that I've decided that I'm not going to colour. I'm never going to colour in those ones. They're just nondescript ones that I've brought from places like The Works and got in. I think one of them was a actual, like, not a subscription. You know when you go to WH Smith's, that book of the month or whatever. Yeah. So I'm going to take those to one of the care homes that I go to and donate those. So that pile that I just showed you, that's the pile that we're going to be working with. I will show you a quick look at some of the books. As I said, in my shorts there will be flick throughs to show you what the pages look like. And I also wanted to show you this. So this is the sort of thing you're gonna have to deal with. Me rambling and then swapping so quickly. I'll just swap like that. You got to keep up. You got to keep up, because in my head I am prepared and I know what I'm going to say. When the camera goes on, I want to tell you everything now, but the information that I get out is really questionable and you're like, what is she going on about? So get used to that. Okay, get used to that little nugget. Right, this is a file of hacks. Okay, love notebooks. I love all stationery. Oh my god, I'm just completely outing myself for all my weird things that I love to collect. So yes, I used to love bullet journaling. Okay, I love diaries. Do I use them? No, I don't, but I love them. Yeah. So I've done this little file of facts, right? I don't know whether you can see. So I've literally listed down all of the books, colouring books that I've got, and that is my colouring pages complete. And so we'll be marking off what colouring pages are complete. And then we have like month at a glance. Can you see that? That's the August one, and that was everything I purchased in August. So I've got like to do, so I'm going to list like 4 or 5 things I need to do, how many pages I've completed, how many whips, and if you are new to this colouring world, whips are work in progress. Okay. And then so I've done our October one. I haven't written anything in it yet. Then I think that I'm going to write down what pens, what pages, so you know when, like, what pages I'm colouring in, I will write down what pens I'm using. So yeah, I'm just going to use this little book as a little guide. I also purchased some sticky notes, which I'm going to pop in the page. I think I've got one in one of my books now, which I've just wrote down what pens I use, because I've used some pencils in one picture and I have no idea what colour I used. No idea. I did a little swatching the other day. These were the Crayola pencils. Yeah. So I did a little switchy swatch because I hadn't had a swatch for those pens. So I did, as you can see, so I did like harder, pressed harder with that one, and then next to it just gently, so I know what colour to expect. I have got several pens and pencil sets that I want to do that with as well. So that's a little file of facts that I'm going to use for noting down what pens and pencils and all that good stuff that I'm using. And then I've got this little notebook here, which is going to be where I write down ideas for videos. A bit more organised is what I'm trying to say. So I'll try and be consistent for you. Okay, great. So let's see what kind of books we have got to colour in. I've purchased a lot of different types of books because I'm not sure what kind of pictures I want to colour, and I've seen some really good colouring techniques I'd like to try, and yeah, I've just tried to get an assortment of books. Okay, some of these books I purchased COVID time, I think, and I just never bothered with them. Okay, I've got 4 of these, but these 2, the Cozy Corner and the Cozy Cuties, these are the Coco Wyo ones. These are those, like them, those kind of pictures. Okay, they are single picture. Okay, so you can use like markers on them. You just pop a little plain bit of paper or something, a protector, so you don't ruin the other page. The paper in these are all right, actually. They're all right. They're quite thick. So I will show you those. I haven't I haven't coloured in any of those. Then, stupidly, I purchased 2 others from TikTok shop. This is Cozy Japan and Tiny Gardens, okay? And the Cozy Japan one is still pretty good paper-wise. Doesn't say who it's from. Paper-wise, it's still pretty good, and it's one-sided. But the Tiny Gardens one is absolute. It's thin paper, and the actual pictures, I don't know whether you can see, like the lines and everything are pretty blown out. So not a very good quality but it's fine. I'll use like that one for trying new techniques that I've seen that other people do in the Coco Wyo ones. I've got a couple of nondescript colouring books. This one is a Just Colour. So this is like your ones that you get in WH Smith's, stuff like that, that are like monthly or whatever. And I've only kept this one because like this is volume 4. So I have no idea how long I've had this. I'm pretty sure COVID times, okay? The paper is thickish, but it's it just feels like the kind of paper you'd get that you'd print on, you know, your normal printer paper. Some of the pictures are quite cool, but I thought I would keep this because it would be a good book to practice in. And some of the pictures are quite interesting. So, like, look at that. Look at that camel. Hilarious. So that is one book that I am going to keep. It was Just Colour for Adults, Inspiring Designs and Patterns for Mental Relaxation. So I am going to keep that one. The others, I've just given away. This one I got from the range, Autumn Colouring. As you can guess, pumpkins, mushrooms. Look at that page of mushrooms. Again, this is just, feels like it's on like printer paper, but I thought I would quite like to look, another page full of mushrooms. It's a perfect book for autumn, and I quite like that book, so I did want to keep that one as well. You don't have to spend God knows how much money on really expensive books, by the way, okay? As I told you, I have a bit of a problem when it comes to buying stuff, okay? And I will tell you as well, although I have got some expensive looking books, and some books you'll be like, oh my God, like you must have spent a lot of money on those. No, I haven't, okay? Keep an eye out for deals and things like that. I will show you when I get to them. This was a birthday present, and I can't really show you it very well, but it's a swear word colouring book. Okay, so it's a colouring book with like swear words and naughty words. That is for me just to enjoy and have a laugh with. Okay, so this book is one of my newest books. It is my newest book. I bought it a couple of weeks ago. I have done a flip through for it, so I will pop that up. This is Tiny World's Secret Wonders, right? And this book I got from TK Maxx for £2.99, okay? It's on eBay for about 18 quid, all right? £2.99 I got this for, so look in places like TK Maxx, okay? I brought a couple of things from TK Maxx. I mean, this is called the Itty Bitty Oceanography. My teeth don't want to go in. Right, you read it. Can you see it? Look at that picture. Terrifying, but cute. So this is full of little worlds, okay? I'm so looking forward to colouring that. I did pay full price for this little beauty. This is Tales from the Forest Kingdom, colouring book illustrated by Hannah Colson. I have got in my Amazon wish list probably every book, and I really wanted the Halloween book, but it's not over here yet. So this book is double-sided, okay, pictures double-side, and it is an array of various portraits, fairies, little, like, some of the pictures are a little bit more intimidating than others. This one doesn't look too bad at all. That one looks really nice, the colour. I will say, like, some of the portrait ones a bit more scary, but they don't have to be. I mean, look, even this kind of double spread doesn't look too scary to me. So I need to do a flick through of that, but that one has got some really nice pictures in, and I'm very much looking forward to that. The paper in that really nice and thick. I'll have to work out what kind of pens and pencils doesn't go through the paper, because I don't want to ruin that. Very apt. Hair stuck to it. Very apt for October. This is the horror colouring book, and again, this is another book that I have not coloured in, but it has some really grotesque, oh my god, I smacked myself in the teeth, really grotesque looking pictures in there. So, oh my gosh, if you're scared of clowns, look away now. So that has got some really good pickies in there. This book I got from my mother-in-law, I do believe, because she brought it and thought it would be good for my small child to colour in. I say my small child, she's 14. So only one picture has been coloured in this book. That wasn't from me. However, they didn't put anything in to stop it from going through. So colouring pens, markers do go through the page of this book, and it's leaked onto this one. So I'm not sure if I will be able to salvage. I'm trying to say save and salvage at the same time. I don't think, I'm not sure how I would do that, but I will give it a go. That's the only picture in there. Right, I have this one. This one again was a gift from my mother-in-law, I believe. And my battery is about to run out. So the only picture, I think there's two pictures in here that have been coloured in, and I can't remember if it was me that coloured that in. I think it was, and I think I used Sharpies. So I'm not sure if I can do anything with that, or whether I can just blend into and start using other, because it's a double spread. Because I can't remember what colours they were. So maybe, I'm thinking maybe just start to use other colours on that. And these are on both sides, so pictures on both sides. And there is another, this one, I don't remember colouring in that one. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. So I'm not sure if I can salvage that either. Maybe I can. If you have any ideas of what to do with pictures that have already been started, I would love to know. But yes, that is Millie Maratta's Animal Kingdom. Let me go and change the battery. This is my very, very, very favourite book. And I'll give you 2 seconds to comment below what you think my very favourite book is. My very favourite colouring book that I have coloured in the most. And I'm talking a couple of pictures, okay? Okay, have you guessed? Have you guessed? It's everyone's favourite. It is the Johanna Basford Small Victories. This book, I love this book. Love this book so much. This little book here is amazing, okay? So it is The Small Victories, a colouring book of little wins and miniature masterpieces. Now I did colour in some pickies. Look at that little fish. Love that little fish. It just has, oh there you go, there's my little post-it note. That is my little post-it note, and that is for my butterfly. So this here, this mushroom here, is my very first picture that I coloured in. I coloured them in with the Castle Arts pencils, and I do want to come back, and I want to do like a, you know, have you seen like people do backgrounds? I haven't started doing backgrounds on anything yet, but I want to do a little background. I saw a really good one this morning actually, and I didn't note down who it was, but they've done this background. I started colouring this in literally 2 days ago, this one, okay, and I love it. This one I've used the Crayola colouring pencils. I just need to do the leaves, and I'd like to do a background on that one as well. And I'm going to go in with, I've got some gel pens now and some white, an assortment of white acrylic markers, different sizes. I had got the jelly ball, yeah, white, just to do some little extras, but I'd like to play around with that. Some people treat each page in this book as the same colour palette. Some people individual little pictures. So I might do this moth here, obviously butterfly, this little moth here, I might do black and red, because I've seen quite a few of these moths up the downs where I go for a walk, and they're black and they've got red on them. I'd quite like to do that. I've seen people colour in this frog, and everyone's picture of the frog is amazing. Some people have done it as a red frog, a green and red, a green and orange, just an orange, just a red. I think I'd quite like to do it as like a poison dart frog or something like that. So yes, we've got lots of different pictures in here. I'm sure, unless you've lived under a rock, you have seen these pictures. I have done a flip through of this book as well, which I will upload on my shorts. Now, I coloured this little beetle in, okay? Oh, fail. So this was coloured in, I used some metallic marker pens, and I thought, because my thought process was I was going to try and make it look like petrol-y. I was trying to make it look shiny, you know, like when you see those little beetles running along and they're all shiny looking. It didn't work. Those pens I think are going to be more for like accent or a little extra shine to something. It's not for a large area or a small area. obviously some of these pictures are quite hard to colour in because they are so small. Let's have a look. I mean, look at that. That's, if that doesn't scream autumn, I don't know what does. A lot of this book does scream autumn to you. We've got foods. Let me find. Okay, I did this one. This one I'm quite proud of. This strawberry heart cupcake, and I wanted just to stick with like pinks for that one, pinks and reds. I did draw, so these little hearts in here, I drew those as well. I think they came out quite good, so I was quite proud of that. Quite proud of that little cupcake. And have I coloured in anything else? I don't think I have. That is it. That is it. Yeah. So that is it. And at the back of this book as well, which is always a good, is the colouring palette test page. Love that. So that is my very favourite book. My very favourite one. Another book that I purchased recently from TK Maxx. This was also about £2.99, £3.99, and this is supposed to be 20 odd pounds in the shops. This is another Johanna Basford 30 Days of Creativity. Draw, colour and discover your creative side. Perfect for this channel. Perfect. So this is a little book where it gives you instructions and helps you draw, basically. Gives you some inspiration and then gets you to continue it. So let's see. That one is just literally finish off the picture there. There's one, oh my goodness, there you go, patterns. So you've got patterns on your lanterns there, and then it's up to you to draw your own patterns on that lantern. That great little drawings. Some of them are tiny, some of them a bit bigger. Perfect. I haven't started that one either. Shocking, I know. Right, so the next 4 books are all Johanna Basford books. And these 4 books I purchased from World of Books. Now, World of Books sell brand new books and second-hand books. These are all second-hand. So I paid less than £12 for 4 Johanna Basford books. Less than £12. Okay. They do them on a buy 3, get 1... buy 3 get 1 free, and that's what I did. The only downside is that some of the pages could be coloured in. You don't know. And with these, there are literally, I think in 2 books maybe, there are 2 or 3 pieces coloured in, not whole pages. Very first one, World of Wonder. Oh, and I have also pre-ordered the new Johanna Basford book on Amazon, but we've got to wait until next March or something stupid for that to come out. Yeah. So this World of Wonders, let me find, is kind of like Small Victories, but bigger. Not too intimidating. The pages are on both sides. I don't think they look too intimidating at all. I just want to see if this one, obviously this is another one I will do a flip through of it, so don't worry too much. So no, so this book, oh, mushrooms, I am such a sucker for mushrooms. That book has no pictures coloured in already. The second one, Secret Garden. I must say this one and the Enchanted Forest looks like it's been around for a while. It looks like it's slightly, I don't know whether you can tell on there, a slightly yellowy colour. I don't know whether that's how they were, but I don't know. May have come from a smoker's house, but it doesn't smell. There's nothing gross about it. So this one, a little bit more intricate designs. Let's have a look. This one also has little bits so you can draw your own. Let me have a look. I think this one, does this one have anything coloured in as well? I mean, look at this. This picture is amazing. I like this one. Oh, goodness. Just quickly whiz through and see if that one has. So that one, again, no pictures coloured in. Oh, it says an inky treasure hunt colouring book. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I completely forgot. So this one, that is the Secret Garden, has stuff that you have to try and find. 8 spiders, 14 caterpillars, 1 squirrel, 4 keys, 16 snails. They are all hidden somewhere within that book, and you've got to find them. It's a bit like a Where's Wally. Could you imagine colouring in a Where's Wally book? Right, next book. Johanna Basford's Enchanted Forest. An inky quest and colouring book. This one, again, is another one that has things to find. Gives you something extra to do. And we've got pictures like that. So foresty pictures, obviously, because it's called Enchanted Forest. Okay, so then this is what we mean. This, somebody has already tried to colour it in. So that's been started. I'm not sure if that's something that I can salvage. I'm not sure if that's something that I could rescue, or if it's just something that I would just ignore and move on. I could potentially just colour that side and ignore that one, or just ignore that whole page altogether. Oh, look at that squirrel. So yes, I think there is another one somewhere. I mean, if you have any ideas of if I can do something, salvage it, what I could do with it, I would love that. So, all right, so that one is literally that one page. That one page has been coloured in. That's it. I mean, this says like £10 for this book. So when I've paid literally, yeah, all £10. When I've paid literally like £3 or £4 for them, and they've only had one picture out of those 3, one picture has been coloured in. I think it's pretty good deal. So, and the last book is the Johanna Basford Johanna's Christmas, a festive colouring book. Now this one has got a couple of pictures coloured in, but it's literally the title page has been coloured in. No big deal whatsoever. And this page belongs to this book. They should say this page belongs to, because yeah, it now belongs to them. So the Christmas book I did purchase before Christmas last year. All of these I purchased before Christmas last year. These are single-sided, although they have got like a pattern on the back as if it's kind of like a wrapping paper, and they are perforated down the side. So you can remove the picture once it's coloured in. So, oh look, gingerbread house. Love it. Love a good gingerbread house. Not very good at making them. I made one and it all fell down. Perfect. I will obviously, again, do a flip through for this book. What's there? What's there? See, I mean, that one, this is a double spread book. So the page, sorry, I'm like all over the place, aren't I? So the page before that is a double spread of just like a wrapping present kind of paper design. I think, is that the only one? I'm just scrolling through quickly to see some of the designs in this book. I cannot wait for Christmas to colour some of these in. Oh, and yeah, and then the last one that's been coloured in is just that picture there. So, I mean, I could probably go over that, and I don't want to say fix it because somebody's spent time colouring that in, but I'm very much looking forward to that. Got some grubby fingerprints on it as well. So that is my colouring book collection. As I've said, I will do a flip through of all of those and I'll upload those into my shorts. If there are any pictures that you've seen in any of these books that you want me to colour in, then let me know. And if you have any of these, I'd love to see how you've coloured them in. I really would. I'm going to enjoy colouring along with you, and we'll see where we get. We'll be professionals in no time, I'm sure. I do have, let me just quickly let you know what mediums I have for colouring in. I have watercolour pencils, I have normal pencils, I have the Crayola, a pack of 50. I've literally only used them once. I have the Castle Arts, I think it was 120 pencils. I've used those a couple of times, the cupcake and the mushroom. I've got an assortment of gel pens that I have not used at all yet. An assortment of other types of acrylic pens, acrylic markers, which I've not tried. I do have watercolour paints, which I've never used. My goodness, honestly. And I've already got several different packs of pens and mediums in my basket on my Amazon store that I would like to purchase. I want to try the pastels. I'm not in a hurry to purchase any alcohol markers as yet. Maybe you're screaming at me right now going, big mistake, you need those alcohol markers. Maybe I do. Maybe for Christmas I might buy some. There were some in Home Bargains, a little pack. I don't know how many were in there, but they were about £20 or £10 for a pack. So maybe I will purchase some alcohol markers. The problem I have now with the amount of stuff that I have, and I haven't used any of it, is I don't know how to use it. So we're going to have to work that out together. I have already overwhelmed myself with the amount of stuff that I have. So I have to be conscious of that. So what I would say to you is, if you are starting this hobby or any other hobby, just stop and purchase the bare minimum of what you think you need. Okay, just purchase the bare minimum, because it's very easy to get overwhelmed, like I do. And then you don't end up using any of it, and you really have to make yourself, which is what I am doing. Okay, so yes, please do consider subscribing. I have got an Instagram as well and a TikTok, which I will be using as well. I'm very excited. And I hope I'm not just talking to myself. I hope I'm not talking to myself. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if my next video and I'm still have 0 subscribers? Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to be like sat in the evening. I'm going to try and at least colour for or do some kind of crafty thing just to get the juices flowing and get into the habit of doing it. I'm going to try and do like at least like an hour in the evening, even if I sit watching telly doing it. So not necessarily with you. I will show you like pickies maybe of what I've been up to, but just so I can get into the habit of doing it and enjoying it. Because I do enjoy it when I start it, but it's the starting it that gets a bit overwhelming sometimes, which is silly because these are my colouring books, and if I mess them up, then I mess them up. They're only colouring books, it doesn't matter. So yes, so please do consider subscribing and let me know what colouring books you have that maybe I should get as well. Look at me, I'm saying I've got enough and I already want to buy more. I do, there is loads I want to buy. If you've coloured in any of these, if you're planning on buying any of these, then just let me know. Let me know and share your process, your journey. Share your journey with me and I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay, anyway, that's enough of me rambling. This is what you've got to put up with. I hope you're ready for that. Anyway, I will see you all for the next video. Bye.